This is my client Sam, who's lost over 49 kilograms and he's just flew in from over the other side of the country to train with us and hang out. We also wanted to share his journey of how he did this and hopefully inspire you if you're on your own weight loss journey. His weight loss journey is so inspiring, let's ask him how he did it. Alright, so we're here with the man himself, Big Sam, over 49 kilos down, absolutely insane. And we just wanted to share a little bit of his story and his journey with you because we've been working together for the last 2 years and it's just absolutely inspiring to me. So I want to share it with you guys. So I have a couple of questions for him here, which I haven't asked him before, so I'm very intrigued. So the first question is, what mindset were you in back then and what made you finally decide to change?
Good question. My mindset was pretty poor, I suppose. I hated how I looked. I hated putting clothes on. I hated going to the shops and having to pick clothes out. I hated going to the normal shops like Gymshark or Nina Pasadena, things like that, because shirts just didn't fit. I didn't, they'd fit to a degree where they were super tight and you felt uncomfortable in them.
And you said you were like 3XL back
Yeah.
then? And what do you wear now?
Medium or a small,
That's
depending on the clothing brand.
That's crazy.
But it'd affect me mentally. I'd go to a shop, grab the biggest thing off the shelf, put it on, and it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
So then I used to hate going shopping. I hated all that. Hated how I looked, hated photos of myself, all that sort of stuff. And it came to a point where I couldn't keep doing it. I enjoyed my sport, I enjoyed playing footy, and I was too big to do any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I had to make a change, otherwise, luckily for me, I'm 6'3", so being as big as I was I didn't look as big to some people,
sure.
but I felt like shit, I looked like shit,
Yeah.
I hated all of it. So I had to do something to make it different, otherwise I was only going to keep going up.
The second question I have is, what were your biggest struggles when you first started and what are your biggest struggles now? So pre 49 kilos down, struggles compared to current struggles now, because some people think that once they hit the goal, all the struggles go away, but we know that's not true.
Yeah, for sure. Struggles back then were just sticking to food and actually knowing what to eat rather than just eating whatever. I could go to the gym, even when I was fatter, I'd go to the gym and not worry about it was easy to get to the gym.
So training was not an issue more
No,
than nutrition.
100%. The nutrition was definitely the hardest, and you watch videos and people and it's chicken and rice and all those things are just boring to eat. And I tried it, you'd do it for a week and then you'd fall off because you don't want to keep eating chicken and rice all the time.
That's what we're always saying, guys.
For sure. And then now it's more so just the body image sort of thing. The thinner or the smaller I get and the leaner I look, the harder it is to enjoy. Still, remember that you're enjoying what it is. I've come so far, and I really do struggle to enjoy what I've done. It's a constant work. There's no break from it all.
100%. Yeah.
But the struggle's still there. It's a different end of it.
Yeah. And I think that's super important to let people know, because some people think that it's a time period thing, and once they get there, oh sweet, that's all done. Then now they can take their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
But it's more like a complete life shift over a period of time. All right. So number 3, were you scared of anything before starting this insane journey?
More so scared that I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was so big, and my original goal weight was to get to 100 kilos.
Yeah. And what are you now?
I'm 86 now. I got down to 81, but went on holidays and had a bit of a good time away. But my goal was 100 when I was 130. I may have been a little bit bigger than that. Only my biggest scale weight that I've ever got that I've recorded was 130.8 or something. But my goal from the get-go was always 100. Obviously, if you just stick to it.
100%. And you just started right? Obviously, you had the goal of hitting 100.
Yeah.
But you just started with the first kilo, then the second, then the third, and just snowballed.
And the first 15 kilos, I think I did all by myself. I just started to track what I was eating. Yeah. Still going to the gym, all that sort of stuff, and then got to a point where I just didn't know where to go from there. I kept just yo-yoing heaps, it's just you get close to it and then you blow out again, and it was a lot. It's a lot of mental toughness to be able to continue doing it.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. Number 4, what's your biggest lesson you have learned so far by losing over 40 kg?
That consistency is more important than anything else.
100%.
You can't people strive to be perfect, but consistency over a long period of time beats being perfect for a month.
100%. I'm so glad you said that. I literally tell people this all the time. If you're just consistent, 90% of the time, if you're just consistent, it's better than being perfect for 10% of the time, because then you're just going to fall straight back off.
Consistency is definitely key.
Love that. What advice would you give for anyone wanting to lose a lot of weight?
Finding a coach is massive. If you don't know what you're doing, finding someone that can help you through it is huge. Obviously, starting with you, I'd had one coach before I got with you, and again, I don't think I lost any weight. I just yo-yoed with him because the diet just wasn't it.
Yeah. So important to find like
a good support system.
Yeah, and almost like, because I've worked with tons of coaches, believe it or not, and that's the thing I found as well, is ideally trying to find someone, if you're going to get help, that kind of aligns with how you want to live as well.
Yeah.
So they understand.
And then just, like I said, being consistent.
Yeah.
Like the biggest thing is consistency, and to take the little wins as well. Like it's, to have a goal but don't have a massive goal. Like if you're 120 kilos, like I want to get to 80 kilos, break it down. I want to be 110, then 100, then, 100%. Slowly and steadily you'll get there. And those little goals that you set, you get little wins along the way as well.
And did you celebrate the wins? Because this is something that I do not do, and I really try to do, and I struggle with, but like, I'll set goals, whether fitness, business, relationship goals, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll hit them, or as I get close, I move the goalpost further, and I don't celebrate any of the wins. Did you celebrate the wins along the way?
Like I said, my first goal was 100. When I hit 100, I definitely was happy and I was excited to have been there. I got to 99, I got double digits. My partner actually had a gift for me for when I hit under 100 kilos. It was funny because each day she was, when I was really close, she was asking me, what would you weight today? And it was really weird.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, and then when I finally got to 99.8 or whatever it was, she had a gift there for me to, congratulating me for getting there. Epic. So no, I definitely had.
So find yourself a good bird.
I definitely walked around with my head held a bit higher that day because it was my one thing that I wanted to get to. Never in my life did I have a goal of getting to the weight I am now. Like it was never something that I'd had in my brain. But once I hit 100, that was then 90, and then I was really happy to get there, and then
just get going.
Yeah, it's just been a snowball effect.
So the last question I have for you is, what's next? Speaking of goals, what's the goals from here?
As you said, I've lost a total of 49. I wanted to get to that 50. And then it was more so just to go the other way, to try to put a bit of size on, try to get a bit more muscle. I still play footy now, and I don't want to be just a little fella that'll get pushed over easily. Like I want to have some sort of size.
Don't think you'll be struggling with that.
Yeah, but no, it's now just to go the other way, but do it the right way, not just get fat again. Like I want to be able to do
it controlled.
Yeah, like so get to 80, push to be 90 with a bit more muscle, and just sort of have bulks and cuts until I'm never-ending process, I guess. But no, definitely to put a bit of size on now.
Perfect, mate. That's all I had for you. Anything you want to leave the viewers with?
I got with Alex, 2 years ago now, I think we said. And it was probably one of the best decisions of my life. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me for the last couple of years. I went from hating the way I look to now still semi-hating a little bit of the way I look, but there's definitely a bit more enjoyment.
It's really it's a good message for the people though, because me and Sam were chatting about this when we were training, and I was telling him you're always, especially I see this in guys all the time, and probably girls as well, but people think that when you get to these goals and stuff, you still have that tiny little bit of body dysmorphia, and obviously social media plays a big part because you're always comparing to others, right? But as long as you just always comparing to your previous self, I think helps a lot. Yeah, that's what I try and do anyway. And
I've had a couple of times where I've done that, where I've had a bit of self-reflection, I guess, to bring myself back down to earth.
Yeah, 100%.
When you get in your own head too much. But for what you've done, for the plans you've given me, like I said, the hardest part is the diet, the food, and your plan was just easy to follow. And it's tasty food. You still get, your pizzas, your ice cream and all that sort of stuff. And so it's not like you're being super restrictive, but at the same time, you make that progress and you still get to enjoy what you're eating.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was the biggest thing. That was my biggest issue, was knowing what to eat. So to get your plans through and just follow them to a T, made it a lot easier. And now I just do it sort of myself now for what I eat, but you learn it as you're going. So like I said, I can't thank you enough, man. It's
absolute pleasure.
Changed my life.
Love that. I did not tell him to say any of that, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, definitely not.
I love that. I appreciate you, bro.
Cheers, man.